In a quiet village between mountains, there lived an old wise man named Samuel. He was known far and wide as the wisdom guru of all knowledge, for it was said that he possessed the wisdom of the universe, granted to him by God himself. Long ago, when Samuel was a young boy, he wandered deep into the forest near his village, drawn by an inner voice calling him. In the heart of the woods, he witnessed a blinding light, more radiant than the sun, yet it did not burn him. From the light, a voice echoed, God spoke to him. God told Samuel that his heart was pure and that he had been chosen to bear the knowledge of all things. With a gentle touch, God imparted the secrets of the world into Samuel's mind. He understood the language of the stars, the whispers of the wind, and the mysteries of life and death. From that day, Samuel became a man of great wisdom. He could heal the sick with a touch, predict the harvest by watching the sky, and settle disputes with words so filled with truth that no one dared argue. Kings and scholars traveled from far lands to seek his counsel, but Samuel remained humble, always crediting his wisdom to God, never taking it as his own. As the years passed, Samuel grew old, his long white beards, his eyes deep pools of ancient knowledge. Despite his immense wisdom, he lived simply, in a small stone cottage by a clear stream. Every morning, he would sit under a large oak tree, listening to the sounds of nature, speaking with the birds, and watching the clouds drift by. The villagers respected his solitude but often came to him in times of need. One day, a young man from the village approached Samuel with a heavy heart. "Wise Samuel," the young man said, "I have studied for many years, but I feel lost. I seek the meaning of life. Can you tell me the greatest truth of all?" Samuel looked at the young man's eyes and smiled. "The greatest truth is not hidden in books or the stars," he said. "It lies in love for God, and others. All the knowledge I have is but a reflection of this truth." The young man was silent for a moment, absorbing Samuel's words. "But how can something so simple be the greatest of all wisdom?" Samuel chuckled softly. "Because in love, all things are made clear. Love is the beginning and the end. It is the force that binds the universe. With love, you will understand the world in ways that knowledge alone cannot reveal." The young man thanked Samuel and left, his heart lighter, his path clearer. And so, Samuel continued to live, offering his wisdom to those who sought it, always reminding them that while knowledge is valuable, love is the key that unlocks all mysteries. In the twilight of his life, as Samuel sat under his oak tree, gazing at the setting sun, he felt a familiar presence, the same light that had come to him in the forest so many years ago. God spoke to him once more, telling him that his time had come to return to the heavens. Samuel smiled, his heart full of peace. He closed his eyes and, with his final breath, whispered, "Thank you." The villagers found Samuel the next morning, his face serene, his body still under the oak tree. They mourned the loss of their wise man but knew that his spirit had returned to God, carrying with him all the knowledge of the world. And though Samuel was gone, his teachings lived on, passed down through generations, reminding the people that true wisdom comes from God, and the greatest of all truths is love. God is love.